as you were talking about social media and talking about utilizing it and getting into networking and using it as referrals, I just start to think, and this is like putting my advisor hat on, and my, we're very risk averse as advisors. Is it's like, gosh, what a compliance mess to be able to do social media and social networking. Like everything, like I think about one of our firms, everything has to go through our compliance officer. It's like, okay, but so then it's like your message and your voice just tends to not. It has to be like regulated, and I'm wondering if that is the reason why we're not leaning into social media more and social networking more, because we're so concerned. Like, to that example that I just mentioned about TikTok, the owner of the firm or the partner of the firm may not want to do TikTok, but they're hesitant to let someone else do it because it's like, well, now I got to monitor something else. Now I've got the regulators are going to look at me on something else. And I just don't want to, might as well just not do it because I don't want to expose myself, even if it could end up adding us some business. So I'll just avoid it. How do we get over that as an industry to be better?
That is $1 million question. And I have heard from so many younger advisors who express a lot of frustration about, I joined this firm, I see, and by the way, we have a real problem in this industry. We need to attract younger advisors. So if you have younger advisors on your team, hold on to them like gangbusters, because like a lot of firms are having a hard time bringing on younger talent, and we need them. These are the people who take over your business someday, right? You're going to want them to buy your business if you don't have some sort of ownership sharing program already in place. You're going to want these people there to make sure the business continues. And you, by the way, you also owe it to your clients to have that type of continuity, right? A succession plan in place. That's a different conversation. But you do have to get over it, right? And I'll make it as ridiculous sounding as I can. When email came out in the 1990s, when email became a thing, compliance officers, and many of them might be old enough to remember this if they're listening, compliance officers were like, we can't allow email. No. Email. How are we going to read all these emails? Oh my God, we can't let financial advisors sending emails. What are you, nuts? We'll lose our licenses. The firm will go out of business. Literally, I'm not joking. That was a big issue. I know that because when social media, when I was at Socialware, and we were out talking to the big firms about allowing their financial advisors to use social media, to be on LinkedIn, not just to have a LinkedIn page, I am a financial advisor, no other information about me on here, but to actually be able to share something on LinkedIn, to be able to reply to somebody who on LinkedIn, either in public or in a message or whatever, they were freaking out about that. And then some of the old compliance officers would be like, hey, look, we were here. Remember how complex it was? And to the point of what they ended up doing is, at most firms, the way compliance is handled on a compliance review is handled for social media is it gets captured and then routed through the same email tool for review that they use to review emails. And it has a filter on it that does, looks for a lexicon of like, did somebody say the word guarantee or buy, or like all these terms that are like, that might indicate we need to review this conversation type of stuff. So the tools are there. Technology has taken that off. The firms like the Smarshas of the world and Hearsay Socials or whatever, they're there. They offer tools that can help you sift through your social media and monitor what's going on. So it's not all that complex. You mentioned something else that I think is worth commenting on. So somebody might go, well, I don't know if I would go through the hassle, because what if I do pick up one client or whatever? Is that a problem? That's kind of paraphrasing what you said. Here's another way of looking at it. What if it saves you clients? What if it's a defensive strategy, right? I always make this is a conversation. I used to do a lot of presentations from stage and do smaller breakout sessions at these advisor conferences about social. And, people will be like, well, I don't know, if I was on social media, my competitors might see my clients who I'm connected with, and they might try to steal my clients or whatever. That's a really good point. Let me ask you something. If somebody told you, hey, there's a cocktail party happening down the street, it's a big one. Like everybody from the all the high-powered people from the city are going to be there. Oh, by the way, your top clients have all been invited to the cocktail party. They're going. And I also know that all of the financial advisors from the area are also going to be at that cocktail party. Are you going to go, or are you just not going to go? The answer is like, there's no way you're letting your clients go to that cocktail party with all those financial advisors without you being in the room to run defense, right? I need to be there too. The same is true here on these social channels, right? You need to have a presence. Do you have to spend all of your time on social media? No, of course not. You need to be there. You need to be interacting, letting your clients, your prospects, referral partners know that you're a vibrant part of the community, just as you would in person, right? If there is a new channel that is important to your community, you need to know about it, right? And you need to have some form of strategy for getting there. If it is the young people at your firm who are more fluent and comfortable on TikTok and Instagram and making YouTube videos, if that's their thing, set them loose. Of course, you're going to have some reins on them. They're not going to be able to just, they are financial advisors, right? They have, or they're somebody in your term who's your firm that's an assistant. But you have to let them interact with people where they're at, because the future of your firm depends on it.